Hello, guys. Welcome, everyone. Here we are in a final today. Maxi, hello. Welcome. Thank you. Alex, Hobby Gumi, Black Hawk. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So, today, main going for a sturgeon, as I said yesterday, and trying, I will hope, good RNG, some oversized carp. So, carp rod and heavy chaser, bottom rod. I'm going with the 7-0 hook and large good bait, and here I will go with the 10-0 hook and chocolate boilie, sinking 125 milli. All right, let's travel to Delta San Joaquin. What's the biggest oversized carp? Let me check. Location. Only one, 32. Chubrevich with a 30, almost a 33. And oh, Gumi with the 28. You practiced. Well done. 28 and not many. All right, so it's not an easy task. Let's make some mix. And go with the carp rival. Full pack. Let's put hemp. And the oil cake. And CSL corn. I don't know. Let's go with 25. 30. Hope it will work. All right. 1 minute left. Hello, Rene. Welcome, buddy. Thank you. Also watching with one eye football. Final Argentina versus France. Argentina leading 2-0. Hello, Richard. Alright, first to John. Hope is a fat one. No, not the biggest. Alright. 21 again.
First half, France never got near Emi Martinez. Never got near him. Chouameni. Here's Messi. Alvarez. His buddy up front. Oh, that's a really good touch. It's taken him clear. Got the ball out to DePaul. Here's an early goal in the second half, part of the script. Fernandez, oh, there's space to the middle. Lloris got there just about, and he had to because McAllister was.
Yeah, I don't think the ball was for McAllister. It opened up for them, didn't he? Lloris read it well, came out and cleared the danger for.
That's Hernandez again.
Yeah, they're just...
Oh my word.
Yeah, they're just completely out of sorts, the French players.
But that stuff started really in the first few minutes. He was losing the ball for fun. Griezmann, Dembele lost it several times. Just it started poorly for France, and it has not got any better. They made the two changes, Kolo Muani and Thuram coming in. If they want to make a change at left back, it has to be Camavinga to come on. That wouldn't exactly be his first choice position. A bit like Koundé playing at right back. Chouameni trying to get across. That's Di Maria. And Alvarez will run all evening. He has been sensational.
He's been brilliant, and his work ethic is terrific. He does all the work for Messi. Messi's over that right-hand side. He doesn't move around, doesn't track back that often. You want him on the ball, because that's where he's at his most devastating best.
Upamecano. That was Romero there.
He's done that well, Romero, in fairness. He covers over that right-hand side of the pitch for Argentina. And there was a ball played in the air. Obviously, Thuram's a lot taller than Molina, expects him to win the ball, but there was Romero coming across to win the initial header.
That's Martinez belting that down for Alvarez to try and chase. Spectator for most of the first half he was. Pretty good place to watch it though. Argentina ball.
You would think in the first 15 minutes of the second half that France have got to get a goal to get back into it, because with coach Scaloni, he'll change the system around. He'll start protecting the 2-goal advantage that they've got, bringing on another central defender.
Well, I'm thinking back to the Netherlands game, and well, they've taken Giroud off, so that's the aerial thing didn't really work for them at all. They didn't get the ball out wide enough and in decent positions. But maybe now that was Fernandez who lost the ball. Here's Romero again, playing the game of his life. Messi on to Di Maria. Brilliant first half goal. Switches it all the way across the ball. Straight into the chest of Lloris.
Lovely move there, wasn't it? Run the ball back in a good area. Messi over to Di Maria on this left-hand side. Didn't have a lot of options. played it across the 18-yard box there to pick out DePaul. Technically, it's a very difficult shot to take on, but good power on it, just straight down the middle of the goal.
Mbappe, Griezmann. I'm trying to remember what sort of successful passes he's had. They've been few and far between.
You can't just blame him. I mean, that's all around the pitch. They've been second best. There's been no energy about them. You know, the recovery to win the ball back hasn't been good.
Rabiot, Griezmann. Mr. Paul there, Rabiot. Agricultural footwork, effective. We got a glimpse of what he can do.
Yeah, well, here's the strike from DePaul. Yeah. Just hits into the turf, which took a bit of pace off of it.
It's gone the other way. So Di Maria, out of picture, has taken up a really wide position.
He's done this throughout the game, Darragh. That's why it's been a problem for Koundé. He wants to go closer to the two centre half. There's no real need. You got to say to Varane, you can operate in the centre of the pitch there, and you should be good enough to see off anyone who's making a run through.
Tagliafico, Callister. Wow, he's had some tournament. That's a mistake, though. Otamendi in trouble. Mbappe. Back really quickly was Fernandes. They got themselves in trouble there. It's a corner for France. They need a break.
Yeah, they certainly need a break. I've got good fortune there, because initially I thought I'd just gone out of play for a goal kick, but it must have been Fernandes who's done a brilliant job to help out defensively. Just got the last touch on it. And normally, I've said about Griezmann, normally he puts in a good delivery.
Well, let's see how this one goes. Griezmann, and that's catching practice for Emi Martinez. And I thought he was going to get rid of it a bit quicker than that. But anyway, it worked. Here's Di Maria on the right-hand side this time. DePaul goes ahead of it. Messi through the middle. Alvarez. And DePaul. Alvarez waits in the centre, but it won't get to it. Hernandez, that's gone out of play. It was a good challenge. It needed to be. The throw in a small price to pay.
Well, yeah, you can see the challenge coming in there from Hernandez. But that came from the goalkeeper. Collected it.
Right.
He went down initially, and Di Maria was screaming for it over on the right-hand side. And he just started an attack and got on the length of the field. Took all the pressure off the defenders. And now they've got an opportunity over on that far side.
He can fling these a fair distance, Molina. That's my fault again. He threw it about a yard. And they've cleverly won a corner kick.
There'll be no rush now, even at this early stage of the second half.
Yeah.
They've actually they've just switched off completely, the French players. There was a chance to go over there and get a 2v1 situation with Messi and DePaul.
Upamecano is much taller. Romero and Otamendi are both really good in the air. Otamendi shouldn't be, because he's not the tallest, but he's really brave when that ball comes in near him. DePaul has moved away. Fernandes outside the penalty area. Griezmann, it's a throw-in.
There's a couple of corners that Messi's taken, and the quality's not been very good. He tried to whip that into the near post, but it was Griezmann who was there to head it out for a throw-in.
There's a bit of a disturbance. I'm sure the director won't show you down, just a couple of rows behind the Argentina dugout. The security people in there. Here's Alvarez. The substitutes, the Argentina subs are out there a bit concerned. Maybe somebody was trying to get out onto the pitch. We have seen that before. But there are security people there, and a lot of people, supporters, wearing Argentina jerseys. Now that's risky, and that is a mess by Martinez. So this is the kind of complacency. Now he's blaming everybody else, but he should have put that one out of the ground.
Yeah, no, it was DePaul though with the back pass. It was a dreadful back pass. It put the keeper in a bit of trouble there. And that's what we're talking about, the complacency. Yeah. Just make sure you do the right things. Keep managing the game in the way that you have done for the first 54 minutes.
And manage the emotions, because they will start to come to the surface as time ticks away. There've been no danger at all until that moment there. Tchouameni. There is quality in this French team, but there's more quality wearing white and blue of Argentina. De Paul. Rabiot got there and he's taken him out of it. There's a yellow card coming.
Yeah, it should be poor challenge from Rabiot. Just too much pace from De Paul. Rabiot trying to say I got a bit of the ball. I'm not sure got anywhere near it. They did well to get out of a tight situation there, Argentina. But there's a chance. Clearly mistimed it completely, caught the player.
Ouch, yeah. 1954, the final. Was the last time a team lost a 2-0 lead.
It looks like he's in a bit of pain. He's in a bit of pain, isn't he? Huh? Just the physios are coming in to assess him with that challenge.
Well, look, there's a host of players dying to come on and replace him. We mentioned, by the way, Alexis McAllister and the Donabate connection. I'm told there's members of his extended McAllister family watching the match today in Beaverstown Golf Club in Donabate in Dublin. They've got Argentina flags, the whole lot. Everyone's a McAllister.
I think they'll be very happy with what they've seen from McAllister. He's really grown in the tournament. Early on, you know, wondering what the fuss was about, but
he's probably a good golfer as well.
I tell you, he's got plenty of energy. He's good on the ball. He gives it nice and easy. He protects it well. He got his first goal for his country at this World Cup as well.
It was against Poland. Argentina, and one of the issues for France, look, even at this remove, they'll be very good at managing the time. Whether or not they can keep the emotions under control is another story, but they'll be able to manage the time, and that is a foul against Tagliafico on Kolo Muani.
Yeah, he just got a little bit too tight there, Tagliafico. Still nothing from France. I was expecting a lot more at the start of the second half. More energy about them, more belief, get the ball forward a bit quicker.
Rabiot. I think we are going to hear more about this mystery virus. I think a lot of people have suffered with it out here. Air conditioning a big factor. Koundé, that's really nice. Di Maria went to ground too early, and that's a massive block. Have a guess who did that? It was McAllister. But France still have it. They need some magic to happen. Kolo Muani.
Great tackle.
What a tackle.
Tagliafico, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just came across to help out.
Oh, Rabiot. Varane.
Good pressure. From Alvarez. He's made Varane go all the way back to his goalkeeper. France have to start again.
Oh, Messi turns the ball over. He doesn't want this to end. They want to put on a show. We're going to go back for an earlier foul. And Mbappe just offering some apologies.
Just wondering if it was
It's De Paul again.
De Paul again. I was just wondering if it was him. Yeah. See there, just had a little kick out, and that's frustrating. That's born out of frustration from Mbappe.
And it has been a frustrating afternoon for him.
You know,
no doubt about it.
Massive game. You know, this is what you've been looking forward to, trying to retain the World Cup. You come in good form. You've got 5 goals in the competition, and it just hasn't worked out at all for him.
They must have thought after 4 years ago this World Cup thing is easy. Score 5 goals in 2018, winners medal scored in the final, scored 2 against Argentina, and now Alvarez side netting. No, actually Lloris got a good solid pair of hands on it. It was heading into the side netting. I don't think it was going to beat him.
No, but it was great moving, wasn't it? Look at the run, absolutely timed to perfection. Not a great angle to shoot from. I don't think it was going to go in anyway, but Lloris got down smartly to his right to make the save.
Di Maria's kind of, we don't know about Messi rolling back the clock and the years, so Di Maria's doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to make a substitution. Just watching Scaloni's technical area, looks like he's trying to get the attention of one of his substitutes to come down and ready themselves.
I wonder which one. He has been changing things to 3 at the back. There's a flag gone up for an offside.
Yeah, there was a hefty challenge as well by Romero on Mbappe, I think it was. The flag had gone up originally.
I wonder, will he bring on somebody like Montiel, who's available again after suspension, or Sandro Martinez? He's liked him at the tournament when he's wanted to play 3 at the back just to shore things up. Not going to sit and defend for half an hour, but at 2 it's good, but it's not great. And here's Di Maria trying to make it 3. It could be really good. 3 could put it beyond doubt. Di Maria and Koundé, and Di Maria still. De Paul with the dummy. Brilliant pressure put on Messi.
Yeah, I think it was Rabiot.
Yeah.
Just done enough. Great play once again over this left-hand side from Di Maria. Wonderful skill. And watch this for a little pass, a little dummy
Di
into
Maria
the
is so
path
good today.
of Messi. Thought he was going to get his strike away earlier, and actually Rabiot got a little touch on it, onto the foot of Messi. That's why it went wide.
That's a big tackle. Everything calmed down at the Argentina dugout.
Well, Deschamps is not too happy. He's having a word with the 4th official. I think there was a Tagliafico and Moana. There was a coming together, and it certainly looked like Tagliafico had caught Moana. Referee allowed play to continue, which led to that opportunity for Argentina.
Go on, Carl.
Actually, do you know what? I think Marcus Acuna is going to come on. So you would think he'd come on and play at left back with Tagliafico going off, if they're going to stay with 4. Hernandez just, do you know what? That fella wants to get out of here quick. He's just had an awful day, the poor fella.
It's one of them days for all the French players.
Yeah.
Everything they've done hasn't worked at all.
Acuna's a strange one, because we were told beforehand that he just took himself out of contention to start in the match, but he's going to come in, it appears. They'll be counting the seconds away.
His energy levels, Alvarez. I'm getting tired watching him. The way he chases and harries people. I know he's young, but what an engine he's got.
Di Maria's at it as well, look. And we were told, and it was said a fair few times in the build-up, that they didn't really press that much. France don't press that much either, but France haven't done much at all in the game. That can change very quickly. This is better. Hernandez is good in these areas, but that's not a great cross. They'll take the throw in, though. They had 4 in the penalty area.
Yeah, but Romero, really classy position he took up there to clear the ball for Argentina. At least France are getting more bodies forward, which might hurt if they lose it like this on the counter-attack.
There's McAllister, French player down injured. I think it's Kolo Muani, but Argentina play on. Lovely ball from Messi to Alvarez, puts it back through. McAllister in. Lloris.
Nudge.
Wow, McAllister goes down. Lloris was absolutely superb there to get the ball away. More scintillating football from Argentina. They're not done it too.
Oh, another fantastic move, 1-2 touch football. I think it might have been Upamecano that got back to help out. This is the free kick on Griezmann. But just here when he went forward, brilliant football. There's the ball played back, maybe slightly ahead of him, and look, it was a little nudge from behind there, just to put McAllister off.
Griezmann, Rabiot, nice. Here's Mbappe in a wide position again. No way past Molina. Tchouaméni. Koundé is pushed forward from right back. Tchouaméni finds him with the ball. Nice control by the Barcelona defender. Can he keep it in? He did keep it in, you know. No. Flag up.
Yeah, I'm not sure the assistant could actually see from the position
yeah, fair point.
Because that flag went up very late, but just there was a little nudge here from...
There was.
Yeah, it's very slight though.
Yeah.
In that replay, it's not conclusive at all. And I don't think he was actually getting there.
So now, who's going off? This is the change.
Could be Di Maria.
I think it is going to be Di Maria.
Yeah, he's put everything in here. So he's just going to go with another fullback, if you like.
Yeah. Well, he can play in midfield as well, Acuna. But Di Maria, what a World Cup final for him. 2014 was
Well, all credit
a campaign to forget.
All credit to the manager for having the confidence and the belief in him that he could do what he did. Because there was a lot. I'm sure there was a lot of sceptics about him being in the starting 11, but he was immense in the minutes he was on the pitch.
Tagliafico. Acuna is ahead of him, as you can see. Messi to the new player in. McAllister surrounded. Look at that. Looks like it's going to be his day. He's certainly playing so well. Messi dropped the shoulder. McAllister. Messi goes around the back. Tchouameni and Lloris got rid of it off his right boot. That was Tagliafico. Still we play on and more closing down. The pressure is relentless on France. Well, it has been from the first minute.
I think they'll try to say handball from Koundé here, but I think it was headed right at him. Yeah. I'm not sure it came off his arm anyway. But watch this for a lovely little sidestep from Messi to get away from two players. Little 1-2, and Tchouameni stuck to his defensive duties there because he got back to play the ball back to Lloris.
Just the expressions on those French players' faces are just not good. Mbappe looking at his bootlaces, the body language all wrong. And look, it only takes a second to score a goal and to turn it round, but the time is ticking away against them. Argentina getting closer. 36 years. First World Cup after the death of Diego Maradona. That's Molina. Griezmann joined in. De Paul throw in France.
The only thing you might say, if Argentina start to fatigue because they put so much energy into the game, that might give the French a way back into it.
Griezmann. Oh, that's a really lovely ball for Griezmann. That is what he's capable of. Retrieved. Koundé and Acuna, the fresh player in. That's Kolo Muani and Tagliafico. And Tagliafico did well to hold off Kolo Muani. McAllister's clearance. Tchouameni.
What a ball, you're right, though, Gareth, from Griezmann. I tell you what, though, Romero's done brilliant. Because he's let it. I don't know if it luck. I don't know if he got a call. But that easily could have went with his right foot there and scored an OG. He just let it go, run in behind him, and there was no French player coming in at the far post.
I was told by a few Tottenham fans they didn't like him in the team. He's been brilliant all the way through the tournament.
He's been injured. That's the problem that Tottenham fans have had with him. But he's got himself fit for the World Cup for his international.
Now it's Mbappe, big cross, Otamendi. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. Thankfully, from his point of view, it went out for a corner. But France growing in confidence, it seems.
Yeah, a bit of life from the French in the last few minutes, putting in two really good crosses. No one there to finish it off.
Martinez has had nothing to do in that Argentina goal. There has to be a kick or two left in the reigning world champions. Kolo Muani got it wrong.
No, he's claiming it should be a corner.
Well, let's see. The referee was convinced.
No, he looks like he's like his head is out. Does it come off anyone? No, it didn't look like it, did it?
It's worth a shout, I suppose.
Maybe claiming the McAllister's hand was up there,
Camavinga and Kingsley Coman. Coman was sick as well this week. Camavinga, well, they've been using him as a makeshift left back.
Yeah, I think it'll be Rabiot that comes off though. I think he's felt the pace in this game as well.
Missed the last day. I would imagine.
Maybe Hernandez as well. Because
listen, I think he probably wants to come off. There's Rabiot. Here's Mbappe. He went the other way. Griezmann sent the ball in a different direction. Fernandes. Messi.
Always got an option, haven't they?
They've had it all day.
Yeah, more than one option. There have been good options when they've been in possession.
Koundé is starting to become a little more prominent in an attacking sense for France. They may take an risk or two and see what happens. They've got a free kick. And Thuram is going through the middle. I thought they were going to put it into the penalty area, but anyway. Hernandez with the cross. Romero in the right place again for Argentina.
Yeah, I think it's in the number 7.
Upamecano with the mistake. Rabiot. Tchouaméni and Mbappe. Tchouaméni still going. The Real Madrid star. Somewhere can they find the inspiration to get a goal back and put pressure on Argentina. Messi sends that forward. There's Hernandez. He's quick. I'll give him that.
Yeah, Paul's done brilliant over that right-hand side. Just helps out Molina. Thought he was in a bit of difficulty there. He won the ball back, played into Messi, tried to make the run down the line. It was Hernandez that got back to make the challenge on him. Both substitutes still waiting to come on.
Hernandez, no. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. There's no way through the middle. Mbappe. And still Mbappe. They need something to happen. Mbappe's shot over the top.
That was the best chance there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This is what he can do. I think he goes past Messi, doesn't he? There's just another Argentine player that comes out to, I think it's Fernandez, just to put him off, and really didn't control his shot at goal.
It's amazing that it's taken. Griezmann has gone off, and Hernandez as well, but it's taken 70 minutes for France to have an attempt at the Argentina goal. Camavinga and Coman on. Well, Griezmann, they were talking about him as player of the tournament before this match, or potential player of the tournament winner. I think that's gone in the bin. First touch for him. McAllister. Tell you what, he'd be close to man of the match. He's had an outstanding game. Acuna to McAllister again. Tchouaméni is there with him.
He's so strong in position.
Oh wow, that's sensational. Yeah. That's Messi-esque. And here is the aforementioned. Well, Messi teasing them all, and the shot from Fernandez is straight at Lloris. Yeah, a little bit of bend on it.
Yeah, we've seen him score from a similar position, didn't we, in the World Cup? Well worked. Great play from McAllister down the left-hand side. Messi with the little ball played into the path of Fernandez. You can see what he was trying to attempt, curling in the far corner.
Camavinga is in at left back. He's found it hard to get into this team. He did play against Tunisia. That was the match they lost.
He certainly looks like more like a 4-2-4 at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah. The songs, Vamos Argentina, and there are other ones. There's one about Argentina being the land of Lionel. He could own this place this evening as well.
Yeah, he certainly will be, but they're 18 minutes away from glory there, aren't they? Plus any added on time. Just got to manage the game now. They've got the 2-goal advantage.
Sure, they really couldn't have scarcely dreamed that it'd work out this way and that they'd be in a comfortable position. I didn't say very comfortable, I just said comfortable. So if you're supporting Argentina, relax. Koundé. Coman. That's Tagliafico. They bulked up that left side with Acuna in. Coman. Upamecano. No. Romero. You'd have to give him man of the match nearly, although they'd probably go to Messi. Di Maria would be close by.
But the thing is, there's so many you can go to. They've been absolutely outstanding, but Romero, just the way he reads the situations, wasn't a lot in that challenge from Tchouaméni. Made the most of it to get the free kick. But just his defensive starting positions have been excellent. The headers that he's won, he's came out and pressed the opposition. And Giroud was only didn't give him a kick of the ball. Likewise with Mbappe.
But what a next few minutes this is going to be for Lionel Scaloni. He was, I think they called him third assistant coach in Russia in 2018. He had a lot of dealings with the players, but was given zero responsibility for how the team played. And he was put into this position as a caretaker manager, no senior management experience, and he is minutes away from leading Argentina to their first World Cup success in 36 years. It's bonkers. Mbappe, and there's Romero over again. Sensational defender. De Paul shouldn't last the pace, but none of them will want to come off the pitch now. And now Upamecano has a problem for pace with Alvarez. Scored 2 in the semi-final. Julian Alvarez. Oh, it's broken well for Kingsley Coman. And that is Alvarez with a sort of a rugby tackle thing. You know how good Argentina are at rugby. Oh my word.
I think that sums up.
That it does, in a nutshell.
Yeah. Under no pressure whatsoever. Varane, a usually experienced player, just plays it straight out the pitch and nowhere near Kunde. They've looked over odds in the first few minutes.
Yeah.
You know, when you mentioned about giving the ball away under no pressure, Hernandez, Griezmann, Kunde, and they've not responded.
Well, you know, they're used to playing. 88,966 is the attendance, probably another record for a venue that started out with 80,000 seats. Do you remember a month ago? But they were able to free up 10,000 extra seats. There were 90,000 seats installed in this place, and well, they have packed the rafters. They really have. But Argentina, this could be quite long for people in Buenos Aires. Rodrigo De Paul, this team put together, and De Paul, we heard the scream from here.
Oh, he should have let it go, though the ref blew up to him. What a bit of skill from Messi to go past Camavinga. Watch this. There's an initial challenge there, but just watch this bit of skill that shows that little flick with his left onto his right, and he was off and running down the right-hand side. Alvarez earlier. Well, yeah. he had a little tug at Coleman as well a little bit earlier.
How many weeks ago was when Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia? Their long unbeaten run, 36 matches, went in the trash compactor, whatever you want to call it, and well, it was all crisis stuff. De Paul, and it's caught by Lloris.
Yeah, he just couldn't get the angle on the pull back there, De Paul. He worked it well down that right-hand side, Argentina. Once again, it's just their energy levels compared to the French is quite incredible.
He's
run all day. Yeah, he's run all day. De Paul, McAllister, Fernandez, that engine room of the team for Argentina's been excellent.
Well, the team constructed it. You know the story. When Scaloni took over, Messi, I think in total retired 4 times from international duty. There were 2 that people didn't know about. They were kept quiet, but they had to learn how to play without him, and then he was introduced back in when he was happy, and this team just built to allow him to do his stuff and work his magic, and the rest of the team, the supporting cast, have worked some magic as well over the last month.
It's the level of performance has improved.
Yes.
You know, that's been the major factor. In this game, yeah, they've been relying on Messi to a certain degree, but there's so many outstanding performances from the Argentina players.
Mbappe trying to get something going. Kolo Muani and Otamendi. You never know. Kolo Muani goes down. Penalty. It's a penalty for France. It was all getting too easy for Argentina. Otamendi is furious. He doesn't think it was. We are a long way away. We think it was.
Well, it's similar to the one that happened in the first half.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just his left leg caught.
Big mistake.
Muani. Yeah, he's just grappling with them, and that came about from absolutely nothing and needless. From Otamendi's point of view, great power and strength from Muani to get in behind them.
Yeah.
And Mbappe's the one that's
been given.
Now,
Martinez has not had a save to make for Argentina. 86, they had that 2-0 lead against West Germany. Wasn't it? Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, a couple of headers from corners. Di Maria, after his goal went in, they looked to be on their way.
And don't forget, Dara, they were 2-0 up against the Netherlands.
Exactly, yeah, and they fell asleep against Australia as well. So this has been a kink in this team we've seen. They got away with it against the Netherlands. Kylian Mbappe, he was involved in that last bit of pressure. Nothing has gone right for them. The whistles are from the Argentina fans. This is a massive moment in the World Cup final. Mbappe scores! They have a lifeline. Kylian Mbappe, his sixth goal of the competition. And the French president celebrates. They are back in business, the world champions, from nowhere.
Do they believe? That's the question now, Dara. Can they put pressure on this Argentina side to get themselves back on level terms? Because that came out of nothing. Great penalty, because Martinez guessed the right way. He's extended himself as far as he could, but such was the quality of the penalty into the bottom corner. And as they say, game on.
Winning a World Cup medal should never be straightforward. You should never coast to it or cruise to it. And that's what Argentina were trying to do. And they've been given a massive fright. Scaloni and others now, they need to keep their heads. They need to keep their heads. The emotion of this can boil over very quickly. Here come the French again. So really, I'm trying to remember their second best attack. Remember, Mbappe had the shot over the top. Martinez has been down there doing his nails, cleaning his boots, nothing happening. And he's had to pick the ball out of the back of the net. That's over Mbappe's head. Thuram is a big presence in the air. Camavinga. Now France have got to stay cool too. Argentina, well, they know how to use the clock. And there's Kingsley Coman, takes it off Messi. Listen to the roar of the French supporters. They came from behind in 2018. Remember, they won that massive game 4-3. Here's Mbappe! It's 2-2!
What the fuck?
I don't believe it!
2-2.
The French substitutes have come onto the pitch to celebrate. Winning a World Cup should never be that easy. Argentina were coasting.
What the heck is
2 goals
happening?
in a couple of minutes from Kylian Mbappe. Like in 18, have brought them back. This is sensational.
This is absolutely incredible. And it was Messi who gave the ball away. Coleman took it off him. And then they got out defensively there. Argentina, something they haven't done throughout this game so far. But what a finish! On the volley, he just angled it beyond Martinez. There's the ball taken off Messi by Coleman. As they come in field, the ball was played from Rabiot. Header back, little 1-2. He's in behind Molina, and what about that for a top-class finish from a top-class player who's been redundant in this game. He's came up with 2 goals.
This is incredible. That was incredible. Messi, of all people, dispossessed. And you think of all the hard work and the tackling he's done all the way through, and that is just a finish for the ages from Kylian Mbappe. We were raving about Lionel Messi, but his Paris Saint-Germain teammate has reminded us of just what a sensational player he is. 11 World Cup goals, 7 in this year's finals alone, and he ain't done yet. 2-2. Strap yourself in.
This stadium is absolutely stunned at the moment. The French fans have found their voice, and rightly so, but someone once said, Dara, football's a funny old game. And there you've just got the evidence of it.
The most dangerous lead in football, but it looked like the most comfortable lead. But it's a World Cup final.
Well, we said about them playing against the Netherlands, 2-0 up in complete control. They switch off, and then the Netherlands got 2 goals to take into extra time, then to penalties. I must admit, I didn't see it in that game, and I certainly didn't see it in this.
None of the players wearing blue and white thought of it either. Scaloni didn't think of it, but can they get back to doing what they were doing so well? They still have Messi on the park, they've Alvarez, but mentally they've got to be on the floor. Acuna. They came back in 1986. France got the better of them. There's Fernandez, and that is a really important block.
It's amazing how you watch the French players an extra pace to the game. You know, where there was nothing.
Look at that.
They're now they're winning the ball back.
DePaul, ball taken off him by Colin Mawadi. Well, Well, France, I tell you, they take extra time off you right now after where they've been. So many players below par. Giroud bit the dust early in the first half, and Argentina were lording it against them. And Messi, this date with destiny, it's under threat again. And look at this from Thuram. And Mbappe on a hat-trick, remember. Kylian Mbappe. Beautiful cross. Colin Moani over his head. Yeah. Every time they come forward, you think they're going to score.
Yeah, they're all over the place at the moment, aren't they, Argentina, defensively. There's the ball played in from Mbappe. Colin Moani maybe just mistimed his jump. He got above the defender. Just went up a little bit too early. It's a mad game, isn't it? It really is.
It really is.
5.5 minutes left and out of nowhere.
I mentioned beforehand that for some people this will be their favourite final. This has just been so
It was looking so one-sided.
We were going to head home.
But then Mbappe arrives at the party.
It's the World Cup final. The biggest game of the lot. France, well, they have winners out there from 4 years ago. Coman is there. Rabiot wasn't there. Remember, he wouldn't go on the reserve list for Deschamps. Lloris was there. And Mbappe.
In fairness, the substitutes have come on and worked well, haven't they? Now it's their tails that are up. They're the ones that are doing the pressing, winning the second ball. Argentina are the ones that are giving the ball away cheaply.
And all you can hear are I reckon there's only about 5,000 or 6,000 French fans here. The rest of the stadium is pretty much all for... It's really all for Messi, but you've got to have the Argentina with them as well. I
just wonder if the French have got enough about them to go for the winner. No, they thought they were completely out, but they've got
Would they survive extra time? And West Germany couldn't get the winner in 1986. Colin Moani is cut down by Otamendi.
Too tight, Otamendi. This is frustration as far as Otamendi's concerned. Let's not forget he was the one that gave away the penalty to get France back into this game when there was absolutely no need.
For a long time you're thinking, oh, Deschamps wasn't going to do and match what was done back in the 30s and win it back to back.
He's gone absolutely crazy.
It really is. That's Mbappe with the cross. McAllister straight up in the air. Oh, you can feel the panic around the place. You sure can. Rabiot is there. Is there going to be another penalty? Referee's given a free kick to France. He's going to book the French player. It's not going to be a penalty. Oh my word! Has Thuram been booked?
Yeah. I mean, did he dive? I think that'd be the question. I mean, he's not complaining to Thuram. I think if it was me and I thought I was brought down in the penalty area, I would be absolutely furious and having a word with the referee about a penalty. But you've got to say that if the referee's in the right position, then all credit to him.
With
Fernandez, he's actually pulled his foot over. No, he's actually right.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, well done, the Polish referee.
Yeah,
he died. Yeah,
we got a glimpse. Remember the first half we saw Thuram and Joaquin, and they looked like they wanted to go home. They don't want to go anywhere now. Nobody does. Messi, it was just they were coasting along.
Will it ever happen for him? I mean, this is his last
game in the World Cup.
His last opportunity.
It has kind of followed him around.
Another clash
Maradona, we've another clash of heads. Yeah, that's Rabiot who's down. And Fernandez again. Those two have really put themselves about. Fernandez particularly.
I know it could be maybe Alvarez, is it? Not sure. Yeah.
Oh, it is Alvarez. I beg your pardon. I just saw the EZ.
Yeah.
Extra time has been required in 7 previous finals. Look at this.
Deschamps is still having an argument over there as a finish. I mean, the goalkeeper got a little touch on it. But look at this for skill, you know, getting it on target, making the goalkeeper work on the volley. Technique is absolutely brilliant. And the goalkeeper it looks like the keeper could have done better, but it was the pace to beat him. He just hits him with such ferocity. He went past the goalkeeper and he's done well to get something on him.
He's 24 on Tuesday. He now has 11 World Cup goals. Jules Fontaine has 13. Miroslav Klose has the record with 16 goals in 24 World Cup appearances, and he was 8 days off his 24th birthday when he scored his first in 2002 in Sapporo, Japan. I think, was that against Saudi Arabia that they beat them 8-0?
Just think what he could do.
I know, well, know what he will do, and you know, we're talking about the record closer with 16 goals.
He's got the hunger, he's got the desire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it looked like, I commented on the way, but you could see him looking at the ground about 20 minutes ago. It just looked like, no, we're done here.
Do you know what? He couldn't believe that one, they got the penalty to get back into, then the opportunity for the second goal.
Yeah.
And then to have the ability, the wherewithal inside the box and finish in the manner that he did. That's what true superstars do.
Look at this.
They were quiet. They were quiet as you like for
they're all you can hear.
75 minutes, and now have found their voices.
An incredible turnaround. An incredible turnaround.
I've just seen Deschamps just in his place.
Yeah.
Hammer it down now. We've got some
chill.
I'm not sure that's the right way. They're on top.
Mbappe's got through the middle. If that could be got to him, the ball. Well, that was Romero. And Thuram. That's a big battle between the two of them in the air, isn't it? That's Colomawani, and everything needs to be perfect in there for Argentina. Scaloni and others is going to have to earn his crust if this goes to extra time. Kingsley Coman, the turnover with Messi was absolutely brilliant and so important. Koundé has grown into the game. It's not over yet. We've got 8 minutes. Look at that.
Do you know what you could look at the fact that Di Maria went off, because he was a real option for them. Acuña's come on and really hasn't got up to the pace of the game.
That ran away from Coman, and McAllister got a foot in there. Alvarez, Upamecano. This could twist one way and then the other. There's a flag up for offside. And Deschamps just punches the air in disgust down underneath us. Well, that's the thing. Did Scaloni go too negative too quick?
Well, listen, at the time he probably didn't see a way back for France, and he thought bringing on Acuña would just help them defensively be a little bit more solid, even more solid than they have been. But no one could foresee what happened. Otamendi giving away the penalty, and then the equaliser from Mbappe with that absolutely world-class finish.
Tagliafico and Acuña, the new left-hand side, isn't really functioning. Just wonder why he didn't start and why that message was put out there that he wasn't going to be around.
Penny for his thoughts there, and his, you've seen the manager there, Scaloni. 80, I mentioned 18 minutes away from glory.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now they're hanging on.
The two goals, Mbappe timed at 80 minutes and 81. He's got another two against Argentina. Is there a hat-trick? That would certainly put him into orbit in terms of his profile, and they've got a free kick in a threatening position. Remember, Griezmann gone off the pitch as well.
They've lost the discipline, haven't they? At the back.
Well, that's what happened before.
Yeah.
Twice before. They got away with it against Australia, ultimately got away with it against the Netherlands.
But when the Netherlands got back to 2-2, instead of going after them again, they actually sat back, which allowed Argentina to get back into the game, reset themselves. And although it took them penalties to eventually win the game, they looked like they were there for the taking, as they do here.
The concentration, the eyes have it for Kylian Mbappe. Varane starts in an offside position, all about the delivery. That's gone straight up in the air. I think it was Acuña who got a touch on it. No, that's Acuña there, and they've got a nick off Coman, so it's a throw into Argentina.
They went very offensive when they went 4-2-4.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're just trying maybe to change their tactics around a little bit.
Just soften it a bit.
Get Colomawani come back. In fact, Colomawani's gone up front. It's Thuram that's gone over to the left-hand side.
Oh, Mbappe. De Paul has looked tired for a while. Now Mbappe, he's going to shoot, isn't he? Mbappe took a deflection. He's magic.
He really is. He's electric at the moment. Confidence sky high. I think it was Romero who got the touch on it as he came inside there. There's a strike coming in. Now back to his Otamendi, just stuck out his right leg. Didn't know a great deal about it. Took it over the top of the crossbar.
Here's the corner. One last twist in the tail. The World Cup final should always be edge of your seat stuff. It should always be dramatic. Kingsley Coman whips that in. Martinez goes with both fists. Tchouameni has lasted the pace. Camavinga, they're the new stars, the new breed. Kingsley Coman was there before, gets to the byline. Coman goes down, free kick. They allow play on. Rabiot! Martinez with the save. Oh my word, at the second attempt. What a chance.
Great refereeing, though, wasn't it? He allowed play to continue. Watch this run from Coman there. Certainly looked like a foul there. Camavinga back to Rabiot, hits it first time. Keeper keeps it out initially and then collects it at the second attempt after Romero just kneed it back into his path.
Mentally, Argentina are gone unless Messi can guide them, unless he can drive them and pull them back from the brink. They could so easily have been 3-2 down.
What a chance that was.
That was huge.
Huge chance.
Are they going to get a better one?
A yellow card.
Here comes a yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's for Didier.
No.
Or is it
sure,
no?
Yeah.
Or is it Guendouzi? I think it's it's Giroud, is it? Yeah.
Hello, 26.
But at least something
Yeah,
happened for him in the
some
game.
sort too, yeah.
He didn't look at all happy. You made that comment.
No, he
right?
didn't.
No,
was
he
well.
wasn't that. He was asking the question, why wasn't a foul on Coleman? Because the referee allowed the advantage, and he did the right thing because it resulted in the opportunity.
Messi. They were able to dig out a goal late in the Azteca in Mexico. But will it be France this time? Kolo Muani through the middle. It was Kolo Muani and Mbappe still there. Argentina all over the shop. They're just scrambling defenders back there and trying anything. No foul.
They're out in the seat at the moment, aren't they? They've got no legs at the back between Romero and Otamendi, and every time France go forward at pace, they look like they're going to have an opportunity.
Here's Messi. I'm not sure they're going to survive extra time. They're going to need to go for this in normal time, and he senses that as well. Acuna turns back around. Tagliafico, all about the cross. It's not a bad cross. McAllister was caught on his heels. Here's Rabiot. Tagliafico, free kick, foul on Rabiot, and he stopped the quick counter. That's all he wanted to do there.
Rabiot's found his energy levels, hasn't he? I mean, he couldn't get around the pitch earlier. We've seen him at
Tiger, welcome.
one end of the field having a strike at goal, which was saved by Martinez, and at the other end, coming back to help out defensively, just outside his 18-yard box, winning the challenge, and Tagliafico coming in, giving away the foul with a challenge on him.
Mbappe wants it belted
They want to win it now.
Yeah.
They want to win it now, the French.
So why not? That's Otamendi. McAllister. Acuna. The atmosphere just won't stop. It is sensational inside this stadium. De Paul. Messi. Oh, Lloris with the stop. It's gone out for a corner. I don't know how he got the power in that.
Maybe from a standing start. But I think it was at a good height for the goalkeeper. They worked it really well. De Paul onto Messi. It was a great run there from Fernandes. And he took the shot and it was down the middle of the goal. The goalkeeper was just going across. He just watched, he gets his left hand up the last moment to divert it over the top of the crossbar.
It's a long time ago, but you remember the goal in 2011 that he scored at Wembley in the Champions League final against Man United? Again, from, as you said, a standing start. Now he got the power in it. That time he beat Van der Sar. He didn't beat Lloris there.
Was it 2014 when he had a chance late on against the Germans and 90 minutes they just blew it wide of the target? These are the moments that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
Well, this is it, and he's had some heartbreaking moments in this competition. Out to take the corner. One last twist in the tail. Oh, it could be a French one, though. Here's Coman, and that is exactly what Acuna wanted to do, and a yellow card.
Poor referee in that, as he should have allowed play to continue. There was an overload for France there, and you can see Deschamps is absolutely furious with the referee.
That's as cynical as you'll see.
Yeah,
but anyway,
he should have allowed play to continue. Yeah, it was a foul. It was a yellow card. But Coman was up straight away, and then there was a break on for France.
What was it, 8 minutes? One last chance, perhaps. Or will the Polish referee blow it up? Kingsley Coman, he's been so good. Coman gets to the byline. McAllister caught in his heels. Coman, not a great cross. Where did that go? It came off McAllister. Messi, the referee, has to finish things up soon, does he? Maybe not. Here's Alvarez, the 22-year-old. can he seal his place in history if he can set something up here? Here's Messi. There's a big gap down the middle. He's moved it wide out towards DePaul. Couldn't get enough pace on it. And there is the whistle for the end of the 90 minutes for the 8th time in the World Cup final. We're going to need extra time. 4 of the last 5 have gone to extra time. The exception was 4 years ago. Kylian Mbappe, 2 goals in a minute.
Yeah, Morzillo, it's an easy one, but it's not over.
Then the one from open play was out of this world. Argentina have done well to get it to the end of the 90 minutes at 2-2. More drama coming up.
That is for sure, Tara and Ray. Liam Brady, how can a team be completely and utterly out of it for 80 minutes? How can one player be so dominated and then pop up within 94 seconds with that?
Well, it's the beauty of this game. This is why it's the best game in the world. The substitutions made all the difference. The Argentinians had put so much effort into the way they played, and they were totally dominant for 70 minutes, but then, you know, the substitutions that Deschamps put on. First of all, he put on Thuram in the first half, 5 minutes to go. That was a big call. Now he's put on Kingsley Coman, Camavinga from Real Madrid, and Colomwani, and they've got the Argentinians on the ropes because they're strong, they're powerful.
That's a nice one.
They're running all over them. And with Mbappe, you know, you've got one of the quickest players in the world, and what a finish for the equaliser. What a great game. What a great World Cup final.
And well, it didn't look like it for large periods of that second half. Coleman came on, immediately looked like he wanted to get involved, and he was so key in the build-up to this penalty, wasn't he?
Yeah, at the moment, Joanne, I think they have the quickest front line in world football. Thuram, Mbappe, Muani here wins the penalty. It's what they hate, the Argentinians. You can say they lack real speed and poke in the back line, and this is what the front four have brought for France. 4-2-4, gone really aggressive, and obviously Coleman off the opposite side. They just cannot cope with them, Joanne. I think they'll go to a back 5. I think they just have done. I think Acuna started to wrap around.
Is it definitely a penalty?
I think so, yeah. Listen, you're giving the one the first half. This is more of a penalty. Otamendi, like I said, hates pace. And Mbappe,
almost.
I had a lovely little pack to show how the Argentinians dealt with him all day. He hasn't had a kick. Obviously, I've thrown that in the bin now. He comes up with 2 goals in 95 seconds. Absolutely incredible. Again, that ice cool. That's why he's one of the best in the world. Puts it away, just like Messi. And what he does a minute and a half later, absolutely ridiculous stuff.
It was absolutely ridiculous stuff, Didi. Especially, I mean, Damien says he's put his piece in the bin, but does it not just show up what great players do, even when they barely get a sniff of it, they can come in and do this? Yeah, it does, but then again, I'm a bit disappointed with Argentina because they did it against the Netherlands, gave a 2-goal lead away against Australia in the round before. Martinez made a great save when they were 2-0 up and Australia came back. And they've done it again, and they've just become a bit casual. And it's great play, but then again, it's far too easy. It's a ball through the middle. Rabiot, the ball he plays here now, I'm not sure what he tried to do there because it's not really, you know, it just stinks it into him. And he's got a man behind Mbappe, and then Molina doesn't defend it really well. But, you know, they started off the penalty, Otamendi. In the first half, he would have cleared the ball, and they just become casual, they become complacent. And it's just so out of character because they've been so resilient in the first 70 minutes, didn't put a foot wrong, and all of a sudden everything goes out the window.
The psychology of this now is really interesting. French players are elated they're in this point. The Argentinians, I assume, are completely shocked. They're completely dejected. A little while ago they would have assumed they'd be winning it at this point, and then towards the end you think, is there going to be a moment of magic? Pops to his feet, 96th minute. Well saved. It was right central. Goalkeeper, you'd expect him to save it. But at this point, like when Di Maria scored the second goal, he was crying afterwards, and I thought these lot better be able to handle the emotion of the occasion. Now it's an entirely different kind of emotion they need to handle. Yeah, the psychology certainly is fascinating. What is going to happen this extra time? It's back to Ray and Dara.
Thank you, Joanne. Yeah, we're just about ready to go. Gonzalo Montiel has come on for Argentina. And by the way, the 4 previous matches that required extra time at this World Cup, all 4 of them went to penalties. Just saying. Ray, what do you think?
Well, I don't know what you think. It's just an incredible game of football. Is there enough energy left in this Argentina side that put so much in for so long? And certainly the tails are up of the French players, who just look like they've got more energy now.
That's a great shot. Look at that. Wow. The two of them.
Yeah, there was a little handshake between the two. Loads of respect. Obviously, know each other extremely well. But they know what's at stake in the next 30 minutes.
The spirit of Diego was one of the things that the Argentina players have been talking about, and doing it for Messi. Well, the 10 out there with them have got to dig so deep, and France, well, they have come back from the brink. The Martinez save was huge towards the end of normal time, but just kind of, I know, apologies if you're from France or Argentina, but I'm delighted with extra time. I just don't want it to end. De Paul, I don't know how he's lasted the pace. He's been fouled a lot, and he knows how to win free kicks too. Now look at the expressions, now look at the body language.
Yeah, you can see that that's just tiredness from the Argentina players. With the French, can they get back to the level that they had in the last 50 minutes of that second half? You know, play with that pace, that determination, that desire, taking the game to Argentina.
That's what happened to the Netherlands, wasn't
that's
it?
what they did. They sat back. You know, all the momentum that they had gained to get back to 2-2 was lost, and that's something that the French can't afford to happen.
The referee didn't like that challenge from Thuram. It was Molina who went off for Montiel, by the way, just to confirm that. You've probably seen the graphic anyway. So Montiel, another Sevilla player. Well, he's made of stern stuff, isn't he? Isn't it? Eric Cantona called him the water carrier. De Paul.
Hello, Ron. Welcome.
Fernandez. Messi's gone ahead of him. Rabiot stopped that getting through to him. Camavinga is the left back. That's Acuna. Oh, wow. That was Alvarez trying to get in there, and the shot snapped at.
Varane, what defending this is, because that is an outstanding goal. Played into a great area. I think McAllister was trying to get across between the two central defenders. But the positional play there from Varane was outstanding.
France went to extra time famously in 2006 against Italy in the final. Remember the Zidane-Materazzi thing. Actually, Materazzi is here as Zidane isn't. He's here as a guest of FIFA, which I thought was odd. But anyway, here's De Paul. Messi to his right, a slip by Camavinga. How vital will that be? Montiel is ahead of him. Oh, Camavinga, and Messi dragged him back. That's a free kick to France. Camavinga.
That's the first sign of tiredness from Messi,
isn't it?
Yeah. Just couldn't get his touch right. Camavinga came across to make the challenge on, and then just a little tug of the shirt there, pulling him back.
He did miss a day's training earlier on in the week. It might have been 2 days ago now. There was no major panic about it, but he just said he was doing a recovery session indoors.
The other thing is that this is his 7th game.
I'm a Messi fan.
And I think he's playing every minute, isn't he?
I am a Messi fan, Argentina, yeah.
Oh, he doesn't want to come off.
I like Messi.
Neither side in a great rush at the moment.
No.
To get the ball forward. I think if I was France, I would.
I think they're going to bring Fofana on now, actually. So that could be Rabiot to go off. Look, we'll see. Camavinga.
What was that?
Rabiot. All the players that they had to do without in the build-up to this competition. They had 13, you'd call them first-choice players, injured in September, France. Benzema out on the tournament start. Here's Kolo Muani. Oh, that's a massive challenge from Fernandez. Alvarez. Acuna. No, Kimpembe was ruled out. Kante. Pogba's here as a spectator. And they've dealt with them all, and Deschamps has dealt with them all.
Just jumped into there, Acuna.
Yeah.
Into Kundi. I think he's trying to say that he jumped to the
Tell
ball.
us some
He jumped into him. He's not even looking at the ball, is he?
That's
His arm as well. I don't think there's any real...
No, but it's a bad decision, isn't it?
Yeah, poor decision.
So Rabiot going off, and as you said, Ray, he did really perk up. He's going to leave from the far side, and Youssouf Fofana, of course, remember, extra sub, and one extra sub allowed if they needed an extra time. So Fofana did very well against Morocco. He's a quality performer. So.
Yeah, he's young, he's effervescent, he's got a lot of energy about him. Look at Rabiot walking off the side of the pitch.
I know, he can hardly walk.
Yeah, he's completely out of energy.
He's a Monaco man, or Monaco player. I don't know where. He may not be born and bred in Monaco, but...
Camavinga's come on and he's excelled coming up that left-back position. He is a midfield player as well, but got forward to good effect there. Little sidestep. I think it was Fernandes with a challenge on him, giving away the free kick.
But Fofana and himself used to play alongside each other in Monaco in the centre of midfield. And Camavinga, like we've seen him play for Real Madrid, a lot of Champions League experience after his first season, but Deschamps has found it hard to put him into this team. Here is Mbappe. Oh, that was... Oh, there's a flag going up for offside. But you know what? I didn't like the Romero challenge, did you?
Yeah, he's certainly looked like a prop to Mbappe.
There seemed to be studs up all over the shop.
I think Romero was worried about him turning and getting in behind him, so that's when White went to the ground to try and win the challenge. It was risky.
Take the whole piece and don't tear it. Just look at this.
As he turns him.
Oh, he did catch him.
He did catch him.
Oh, that's awful.
That's a terrible challenge.
Look at that. Okay, it's... Oh, no, that's terrible. Our friends in VAR are looking at that.
Come on, need a big unicorn.
It's on the top of his foot. It's just borderline.
Yeah, I think the flag's already gone up for offside. I don't know if that supersedes what happens after that, because there's an offside flag going up. It's a poor challenge for him.
I still don't think you can do that. Anyway, Messi, McAllister. That's back to what they were doing in the first half, a normal time. Acuna, nice cross. Alvarez in after it. That was a dangerous delivery. Camavinga had to be careful. De Paul sends it back, and that's going to go harmlessly wide.
Yeah, poor cross in the end, wasn't it? Tired cross. I think the initial ball in from Acuna had a bit of height in it, but there's no height in the team.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you've got Alvarez in there,
true.
you got Messi.
Very hard.
Not a great deal else. And there's the final ball in. I see he's trying to lift it in towards McAllister, coming in on that left-hand side.
Guendouzi just giving his congratulations to Rabiot. He put in a serious shift
the guy
for
at the
his
first
team.
base, he has Carp. It's a unique Carp 25.
2014 final for Argentina, again against European opposition. Mario Götze scored in extra time in the Maracanã. Coleman's cross. Oh, Romero had to deal with that. He got away with it. The bounce was tricky for him.
Yeah, it certainly was. But there's Coleman again on that right-hand side. He's really played well since he came on. Decent delivery into the box, pressurised Romero. Some of the Argentine players are walking pace in and watching, particularly De Paul. Looks like he's got nothing left in his legs at all.
I'm amazed he's still on the field.
Well, I'm amazed that the man, but it looks like there's two substitutes about to come on.
Yeah.
Carp is there.
One of them.
Just doesn't want to take it. Nibble.
Lisandro Martinez, Colomboani for France, trying to pick a way through. Just too many white and blue shirts there. McAllister.
Alex Fernandes again, though. He's been excellent in the middle of the park. Wins his tackles, plays it nice and easy.
Paredes is one of the players to come on. Lautaro Martinez is going to come in. And now Mbappe. Alvarez back there to help. Now, Martinez would love to score a goal in extra time, but you remember, if they need a penalty taker, well, he stood up against the Netherlands and scored the decisive one, Lautaro Martinez, and that is as clear a free kick as you will see.
Yeah, I think there was one before that, Montiel, but I think there was one before that. I think there was certainly looked like there was a foul on Alvarez, not spotted by the referee initially.
Just watch this.
Yeah, but then he knew and he threw him to the ground.
And then the nerve to try and say to the referee, no, it wasn't me. This is a big free kick. This is huge. Coleman can put these wherever he wants. There's no Mbappe taking the free kick.
Oh, French is not scored.
Kingsley Coman missed the last egg. Coman floats that in. Not a great clearance. And that's Fofana. Big deflection. Coman getting involved, and Messi had to do that. Really, if the bounce was tricky for him, puts it out for the corner. They're under more pressure.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
This
not
is a real
good.
chance here
Argentinians
for
looks tired.
France coming
Very
with
tired.
the corner kick. Got good height in the box. All about the quality of the delivery.
Coman will take the corner. Doesn't clear the first defender, but it's come out to the same place. Fofana didn't shoot this time. Jules Koundé of Barcelona. Thuram went up after it. Mbappe trying to get on the end of it. Now, they could be caught here, but Messi was caught, and the referee goes back for an offside.
Yeah, offside decision. A little bit early when the ball was floated back
Come
in.
on, Carp, take it.
As you see now, Darry, look, there's plenty of them there, isn't there?
Yeah.
About 3 or 4, and it looks in an offside position. It's France are now winning the second balls.
So here's the change. Walter Samuel. Alvarez has to go off.
Lautaro Martinez and Paredes.
Paredes. Scaloni could have started with him in the middle of the team, but decided to go offensive. It paid off in the first half. Big challenge from Camavinga. Montiel losing the ball. Colomawani has played a huge game for France. Montiel, there was no foul there. McAllister kind of going backwards, but he's still lasting. Free kick, Argentina.
I know him. Thank you.
Took a dive, isn't it? Colomawani. No real touch on him, just threw himself to the ground, hoping he was going to get the free kick. Seen that with Thuram when he got a card for it.
DePaul finally been taken off. Covered a lot of ground.
He's put so much in, isn't he?
And Alvarez is the other one. He can hardly walk. So Paredes and Lautaro Martinez.
Even now though, Darry, even at this stage, I know it's still a long way off what's left in the game, but you are thinking about penalties.
Well, Martinez is a penalty taker, yeah. Paredes too, actually. But anyway, look, let's not think about that. Do you want the final to go down to the lottery of penalties? Or, look, I know people say it's not a lottery. But somebody's going to miss one. Somebody's going to have one saved.
Might not go that far.
Not good.
France have that bit more belief about themselves. Certainly Argentina are there for the tail. Argentina just don't look like they've got much left as far as energy. They'll be hoping that the substitutes coming on will help from that point of view. It's Paredes back there very deep.
Big boot forward, Koundé in the way, McAllister. Kingsley Coman behind him, the other number 20. It's a serious engine on him, McAllister.
No, Edak with a super big
Fernandez.
oversized carp. Carp I need. That's the carp I need. 29,
Montiel
guys.
was in a right wing position. Messi just in between the two lines. Oh, what happened there? Big space opened up. Acuna. Oh, his touch just let him down. He missed the chance because there was half an opening there to get a shot away.
Well, that's the difference between Di Maria and Acuna, isn't it? It's not got the same quality. In similar positions when Di Maria
1929.
She was taking it to Koundé and getting the better of him there. Acuna were really poor cross.
That's Paredes. Fresh mind and body in. Big jump from McAllister. He just keeps going. Martinez, the substitute. Fernandez.
4 more minutes.
McAllister. Acuna.
Nothing
Tally
to
if we go.
Back for Sue Jones.
McAllister.
No luck for
Messi, all
Carps.
very tight in there. There's a bit of space now. Messi with McAllister. Messi through. They're in. Martinez, what a block! Unbelievable block. And the follow-up is headed over by
Oh my
Varane.
goodness.
That was sensational.
What a block was it? Upamecano, lovely build-up play, incisive. Oh, there's a strike coming in from Martinez. What a block that was, and the follow-up strike.
What a block, Upamecano.
Was hit with real venom from Montiel. I think it would have troubled the goalkeeper. Varane just flicking over the top of the crossbar.
Where did that come from? Because they have just been out on their feet. Argentina. Messi was at the heart of it. Chose his moment. 1 additional minute at the end of the first half of extra time. Corner on its way. It's way too deep. Tchouaméni and Fernandes. Some game this.
Orzilot, biggest sturgeon is max 24.999.
Fofana.
That's the biggest sturgeon. There is no sturgeon over 25.
Kingsley Coman. Oh, Coman lost that easily. Acuna ball through the middle. Martinez for Argentina. Martinez! Right!
What a miss!
What an opportunity.
Well, he tried to save the corner.
Martinez.
Goalkeeper made the save.
No, goal kick. Look at this.
Movement's terrific. He's in behind.
Oh my goodness.
He's done enough initially. I'm just thinking if Upamecano got something on it, he might have done, you know.
Yeah.
It looked like the defender done enough to divert it behind.
So there is the whistle for half-time in extra time. That was some moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, listen, we're no near finding out who's going to win this World Cup.
No.
You can see there, Deschamps not too happy there with 1 or 2 of his players. Marcus Thuram, who's having a word with.
Yeah, that's true, Marzio. Penert.
Interchange between the manager and player. Now you just got to try to get them focused again. Maybe get the pace of the play back up.
Yeah.
I think they lost it a little bit. In fairness to Argentina, the last 5 minutes of that first period of extra time, they started to make inroads of getting on the ball and making things happen. We said, how do you win games? Sometimes it's your substitutes. They come on and make an impact. And there, Lautaro Martinez could have been the hero. If they could have just got that shot on target. But I think the big defender done enough, you know, just to get something on it.
Well, they found their voices again. That little moment gave them the belief back.
1 minute, I'll be back, guys.
Of the end of normal time, and indeed into extra time, they've been flat. Argentina. Deschamps is in the middle of that group doing his stuff. Massive experience, wasn't it? 2012 he took over and led them to victory in 2018.
Well, let's hope it's a piece of magic.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Rather than a mistake or penalties. If it goes to penalties, then so be it. But it'd be nice to see a winner in the next 15 minutes.
It's just penalties in the World Cup final. Oh, Baggio in '94. Wasn't it Grosso for Italy in 2006? It's getting hot up there. They're in the very posh seats, the VVIP.
Well, if you go back to Italy '94, they lost the first game, of course. They got to the final and lost on penalties.
Argentina.
And Argentina hoped to be like Spain, was it 2010, where Spain lost their opening game and they went on to win the final.
Iniesta's goal. Yeah, I think that's it. You just want to see a moment of brilliance from somebody out in that pitch. That could have been Martinez, but it wasn't to be. And we are in motion again. It's not that much of a break, really, is it? But that's the way it has to be. A worldwide television audience of over 1 billion people watching this.
All right.
Nice to be sitting down watching it on a Sunday afternoon, a week before Christmas. Acuna for Argentina, and that has come off Koundé. It's actually still in play. Tagliafico to McAllister. Paredes for Argentina. Messi turns Thuram. Cross just tails away. That was a kind of a tired one, not particularly full of quality.
He shouldn't be tired. Montiel, who's just only came on as a substitute. So
I know.
So there's no excuse. He's worked it well, Argentina, to get the overlap from the full-back, and then he just got to look for a decent ball in. It was an awful ball.
Paul Pogba. And that's David Trezeguet. From 98 and 2000, the 98 final, they coasted through that. The Ronaldo day, the 2 team sheets, you remember? 2 headers from Zidane.
Yeah, Marzio.
And the beautiful goal from Petit. They won 3-0.
It can be up to 33.
Argentina, they were putting one hand on that famous trophy. And it's been ripped off, and Lloris out, and Lloris, well, that's what he felt was best to do, and it's good goalkeeping from Hugo Lloris. Just put it out of danger, they can reset.
Well, he couldn't catch it. He was under too much pressure there from Montiel. And on that occasion, he got in behind Camavinga.
Oh, now Messi got the shot away, and that really worried Lloris. The ball's still in play. That was an awkward-looking challenge back there from Fofana, I think, but just how close was this?
Yeah, decent strike. It's one you expect the keeper to make. He should have held on to that, to be honest. I think he made more of it than needed. He was down early, wasn't he? Why he was collected, he was under no pressure. There was no Argentina player coming in to get the second ball if he would have just pushed half a yard in front of him.
Chouameni has really hung in there for France after, like, the first half. For so many of the team that started, it was just all going wrong. Where's the end of this story? They called it a journey out here. My word, this has been a roller coaster. Montiel. That's for Martinez through the middle. Messi, they're moving it around. Martinez, they're in. Difficult angle, what a save ball! Oh, it's cleared over the line. Is it over the line? I think it is from Messi. The flag's gone up for offside. No goal, no goal.
Is it a goal?
What?
I'm not sure what he's giving.
What's going to happen? The referee is pointing. He's given the goal. The linesman, the assistant referee,
Argentina.
put the flag up.
3-2, guys.
It's Messi's goal. It had gone across the line. Let's try and make some sense of this. The referee has given the goal.
Vamos, Messi.
Lautaro Martinez was offside. That was my view. We're quite a distance away.
Oh.
But they've kept the ball alive.
Let's watch
Played
that.
into the box. There was Messi after the initial save from Lloris. Just see here, Messi's offside, but he doesn't get involved in the build-up play. It's when it's played back. There, he's onside. Clearly onside. Good decision. Shot came in, saved by the keeper, and there's Messi.
Clear goal.
Into the
It's a goal.
back of the net to give Argentina the lead. Nothing that Koundé could do to keep it out.
Magic Messi.
And it was the
Simple
referee got
stat.
it right. The French players are questioning it, and it's only
There
now
you
they've
go,
just
guys.
realised. Look at the reaction of the Argentina fans. They've just realised that the
Oh
goal's
my
been given.
goodness.
That is sensational. Well, the celebrations breaking out all over the place. Di Maria, Messi blesses himself. The ball was over the line. The French players have reset to start again.
He's in tears, Darren. Look at him.
Well, look, they've got to control the emotions. How have they managed to do that? They were gone for so long. Messi's given the goal.
But it's certainly the start. It is the last 5 minutes ahead of the first period of extra time. They come right back into it, to their credit, with the substitutions that they made. In Lautaro Martinez, he had the shot that Upamecano got a little touch on, wasn't spotted by the officials, and there kept himself onside. Shot came in, really good save from Lloris initially, and there was Messi just to nudge it into the goal. Look at the reaction of the Argentina players. They're in bits at the minute, but can they see it through? There's still 10 minutes left.
And the rest.
Yeah, just stay composed, Argentinians.
And is that going to be the last chapter in the journey? I don't think so. But Messi, how fitting is that? That is 13 World Cup goals now.
It's a great decision here, isn't it? Because I thought it was offside, but you can clearly see he was on.
Well, so did the assistant. He put the flag up, definitely.
Yeah, he looked like he did, Darren. We were looking straight across there.
Watch.
But when the shot came in, and there was Messi with the finish, they're not going to see it, but look at that reaction.
Wow.
Absolute joy.
Well, I know Didier Deschamps at the press conference yesterday said there's Sergio Aguero, and he said that even some French people were shouting for Lionel Messi. France are going to make a change. He didn't mind that at all. But if you're from France, you are hurting now as time is going against you. Maybe their chance was missed towards the end of normal time when they got those 2 goals in 90-odd seconds and could have pushed on. They did try, but they couldn't summon the magic and the energy. But it may not be over yet. Mbappe's still on the field, remember. And Argentina, as the time ticks away, The emotion will grow. That's Varane. And they've got to control it. They've got to keep a lid on it. And they haven't always been able to do that.
You wouldn't be surprised, Dara, would you? You wouldn't be surprised if they went 3-3.
Tackles flying in.
Yeah, that was Messi coming back, making a challenge off Fofana. That just shows you what it means to him.
Well, in terms of match time, these are the last 9 or 10 minutes of seeing Lionel Messi in an Argentina jersey at a World Cup. You might see him at the Copa America again, but you're not going to see him play in a World Cup. We've had 5 goals at that. And the way this match developed, particularly late in the second half, it looked as if he wasn't going to get his hands on that medal. Varane has gone off.
I'm not even sure what happened to Varane.
I know, Konate on.
He just may be he's so tired.
Yeah, I know.
He's put absolutely everything into it as well.
He's exhausted. Acuna checking on him, the Argentine left midfielder as he is now, Ibrahima Konate, and well, they're having to help him from the field. He was there in 2018. He got his winner's medal.
Hello Pedro, welcome.
But there's another one still up for grabs. And it's early to be doing that kind of stuff for Martinez.
No, it's never too early.
Fair enough, okay.
Because the French have got 100 odd yards to go to get an opportunity to keep it down that end of the field for as long as possible.
It's all down to the practicalities, isn't it? Oh, and they have Acuna now. Kingsley Coman. You know what, whatever happens, both of these teams have done their respective countries proud. One of them is going to do a supreme job at that by winning the trophy, but this French team have hung in there and shown great mental strength and toughness and togetherness. Mbappe still on the field. Here's Camavinga, and he can do this over and over again. That's an awful challenge. Oh my word, here comes a card. That's nuts. I talk about stopping the momentum, but is that Paredes again? We've seen him be a bit headless in the Dutch game. Remember, he kicked the ball into the Dutch dugout and could have taken someone's head off. Well, that time he tried to take a piece of Camavinga's leg off.
Big Carbs taking advantage of
that
this.
Was ridiculous.
As I said.
I don't care if it's the first one or not. And look, he's, I don't know, yeah, apologies, there you go. Well, anyway, you're getting a yellow card for a foul.
And this is what you don't want, to give any momentum to the French. When you've got the lead.
Big Carbs makes the difference.
Try and see the game out now, be as professional as you can. You had a wake-up call, you were 2-0 up, you allowed France back into it.
We've seen some of the Argentine players crying, including Messi, De Paul, tears in their eyes. Mentally, how strong are they? How tough are they? You've got to think that France are going to get one more chance. Jules Koundé. That was Fernandez. He has covered such territory for Argentina. One more opportunity. 21. Can they get it from somewhere? Konate, they'll take a throw in. They prefer a corner.
I think this is their best opportunities. Dara set place. Coleman's coming over to take it. They've got even more height inside that 18-yard box. McAllister coming off. Yeah. He's been absolutely, his work ethic is terrific.
Herman Pezzella is coming on. Now remember him, didn't he push Otamendi into one of the Dutch players to give away the free kick? So Pezzella doesn't always make the finest decisions.
Yeah, I will try definitely.
Stay 18-yard box as quick as he can.
5 minutes to Stu Jones and so give us one more try.
No,
maybe I go with the core for a piece.
Beside you who have been playing in the match are crying. What does that do to your mentality?
Simple corner of
Coman's delivery. There's loads of height in there, and there's also Mbappe. Mbappe's shot blocked down. What's the referee done? Is he given a penalty? He's given a penalty, has he, for handball? What has he done? The referee, Paredes. There's a confusion, certainly with me.
Well, there's the strike coming in.
Penalty. The referee's given a penalty.
Montiel.
Oh my word! And it's going to be Mbappe again. It's going to be Mbappe again at the same end against Martinez. He's beaten him once already. Montiel gives away the penalty. France have a lifeline. And another one, and there's more tears from Di Maria. They must feel there's a curse over them unless Martinez can do something in goal. He is known for talking to players who are going to take penalties. He does it's something housery. I'm not going to finish the sentence. He loves that stuff. But can he put Mbappe off? Harry Kane couldn't score twice against Lloris. Kylian Mbappe has got to do it here. What a moment in this World Cup final. More drama. Can we possibly take any more? Mbappe will have to stay calm. This is it. This is the moment.
Come on, save it, Martinez.
The reigning champions, Kylian Mbappe against Martinez. The referee is making him wait. Oh, wow, he's making him wait. Which side does he put it? Does he place it? Does he bury it? Where does he go? Mbappe for France. He scored at 3-3.
3-3.
I cannot believe this. This is one of the most amazing finals of all time. Argentina have to be cursed. France are still there, the champions.
Well, the masses are on downfall, aren't they? Argentina giving away 2 penalties.
It's unreal, guys.
Montiel, not sure what he was doing with his arm up when the strike
Unbelievable.
came in. But what an amazing game. The president's enjoying it. Everyone in the stadium's enjoying it. Apart from the Argentina fans who thought that they've won this World Cup twice, only for Mbappe. Look at him. Coolness personified.
Oh,
what a play.
Made in Paris.
Look at this. Just sending the keeper. Sensational. Just sends the keeper the wrong way.
Well, the thing about it is, he may have to face him again in a penalty shootout. 8 goals for Mbappe. 12 in total. He's 1 behind Jules Fontaine. And they can cry now because the emotion, and you can understand it. 36 years, Maradona, win it for Messi, all of this stuff. They may still be able to win it for Messi. There he is. And France, their turn to scramble. Less than 2 minutes to go. Is there a winner? Can it be done in extra time so we don't need the penalties? Here's Messi. Here's Messi. Messi goes through, still going. Crunched by a few French defenders. I can't tell you who got it. Martinez. Now they can work something on this side. All the substitutes down in the dugouts are out there, and Acuna cleverly wins a corner.
Come on, corner for Argentina.
Well, I think Messi there just overindulged and tried to do it all on his own, because if he reversed the ball, Paredes had made a great run down the right-hand side and was free, and that was the better ball to play. I don't know where to go next with this. It's incredible.
I know. I think if you were at home watching it, you'd be hiding behind the couch in the cold. Here's Messi. Has to be another twist. Last minute. France scramble it away. Koundé and Mbappe. Oh, it's a shame he couldn't keep it in.
Wasn't that last time they played 4-3?
Yeah, 4-3, yeah, absolutely, in 2018. France came from behind. Pavard scored, Mbappe scored twice. Mbappe with a hat-trick in a World Cup final. Jeff Hurst, anyone? Here come France. Win it in extra time. Let's see. Mbappe. You go with them, wouldn't you? Call him a whammy. Oh, wow. Oh, my word.
Inches.
That is less than that.
And not only that, the goalkeeper, watch Martinez, he's struggling, but as he goes past him, he's not getting out of that. I'm not sure he's going to get there either with the bounce of the ball, just taking it wide of the target. Oh, going to be a hero again.
Yeah. And his face was priceless. How did I not make contact with that? 3 minutes. Well, listen, that's time for 2 goals. So another substitution for France. So they're getting the penalty takers on. Axel Disasi is a defender. I couldn't tell you if he's a penalty expert. We did loads of research. It didn't go down to that with a guy who we didn't expect to play. and Argentina now are going to bring Paulo Dybala. Now, he does take penalties. He's been starved of minutes at this World Cup, but you know what? It's a competition that can make heroes out of
coming off
unlikely players. And Dybala, yeah, he can certainly take a penalty. Reborn at Roma under Jose. I wonder whether they just keep playing and forget the penalty shootout, or we're just mad for the drama junkies. Tagliafico put in a serious shift. We're just starting to think about the pens. Think a lot about them. goalkeepers. Mbappe's going to have a go at beating Martinez for the third time. And then who goes first? Is it Messi like he did against the Netherlands? Lay down a marker, get the first one. What end of this stadium? All of that stuff. Look, we'll get answers in due course. May not need it. Acuna. Here's Dybala. Martinez can't get to that. Some of these young French players have really come of age. The next generation, so many of them not involved in 18. They're defending to do. Martinez got through. Martinez and Lloris. Martinez! Lloris made the save. Flag up, offside.
Yeah,
Offside. Toxic.
Wow. Oh. Drama to the very end. Just not there yet, but it was just Messi flicked the ball over the top. Martinez was offside, trying to use his body strength up against Upamecano. And then Lloris done enough to put him off. He looks the coolest man in town, doesn't he?
He hasn't even broken a sweat. Just taking those penalties, you know, how they know the world is watching, but they may not need a Colomboani. Oh, what a save! It might still be there. That's incredible from Martinez. Oh, my word. Colomboani could have written his name into history, but now Argentina can break. There's still time. One end to the other it goes. The dying moments of the World Cup final. The chance is headed wide. Oh, what a chance. Oh, what a chance for Martinez.
What a chance at either end, Darren. He's pulled it back in a great head, and you've got to hit the target.
What a match.
He's up early and he's came off the side of his head. And at the other end, I'm telling you, what to save that. You talk about world-class. This is world-class goalkeeping. Just spreads himself and gets his left boot to it. Colomboani thinks he's won it for his country, but Martinez has come up with an unbelievable save.
The 3 minutes are gone. I think we should have a word with the referee and see if we can all come back tomorrow for the penalties, because this has been, imagine if you were from France or Argentina, the most amazing game of football. We hoped that we'd get a classic, and this has been everything but, and it's not over yet. Have a guess who's got it? Kylian Mbappe. Time is against him. Mbappe, everybody is absolutely shattered except Mbappe, weaving his way through. Mbappe still. Mbappe, oh, they've got rid of it. They managed to clear it. Oh my word, half a second more, or half a second less, he could have got the shot away. And that would have been that, and that is that. That's the whistle for the end of extra time. A remarkable World Cup final, fitting on the title, with great players, great goals, unbelievable drama, and we're going to have more drama now with the penalty shootout. This was Mbappe, this was the moment. There were Argentina players dancing all over the shop, trying to get away from him. Maybe Fernandez did enough. He absolutely did. He got a vital foot in there. Dybala got rid of it. We're going to go to penalties. We're going to go to penalties. If you can cope, come back to us in a couple of minutes.
To believe it, at one point during that second half it looked like this was all going very, very boring, and now we're all set at 3-3 for a penalty shootout. Interestingly, Hugo Lloris has been involved only in one major tournament penalty shootout. It was in last year's Euros. He didn't have to. He didn't make a save, and also there was a miss from that, a crucial miss, and that came from Kylian Mbappe, who's of course already scored two penalties in this game. Let's have a look at those goals in extra time, Damien Duff. Let's start with the one for the main man himself.
Yeah, listen, incredible. You thought it was game over in normal time, being 2-up after 80 minutes. Messi gets the third goal here. You think it's going to be game over again. Well worked, you'd say. Messi always edging with the game, smelling opportunity. That's why he's there. Camavinga, listen, top player. You can see slightly unsure where he should be here. But listen, there were so many chances and he's onside, but there's so many chances in extra time. It ended up just a game of basketball, you'd say. It's just from end to end. Argentina chances back down the French end. They could have nicked it. It's hard to choose now, going obviously to penalties. I think just because of the goalkeeper situation, Martinez against the Dutch, you'd slightly edge it, but listen, the pressure, absolutely incredible.
Liam, what about this one?
Well, I don't know. Do you have a defibrillator here in the studio? Because my heart can't take this, you know. It's hard. But the letter of the law, it's a penalty, and he kept his cool. It's been, I think Dara said it, this has got to be the best World Cup final ever.
How difficult is it to take one penalty in a shootout at a big tournament like you had to do in the Champions League final? Kylian Mbappe now has to take 3.
Well, he certainly has to put the first 2 away, but you just have to pick your spot and commit to it. And if you miss it for the right reasons, I always feel that going first is an advantage, even though I think out of the last 8 or 9, most have been won by the teams taking the penalty second, and I would put my best penalty takers at the front, because it could be over when it comes to the 4th or the 5th. So I expect Messi and Mbappe probably both taking the first. France missed a great chance towards the end, then Martinez had a great headed chance. I'd probably sway towards Argentina as well, as Damien said, because of the goalkeeper.
That seems to be the general trend. Richie, it also helps, obviously, they've already had one shootout in this tournament.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm not going to sit here and predict the outcome of a penalty shootout, but this is the time at which there's a train of thought out there that all the preparation in the world that you can do for penalty shootouts cannot prepare you for the set of circumstances, the pressure, the expectation, the cost of failure. Everything that's on the line for these players now is enormous. So it's going back to what they think about when they're standing on the halfway line. What thoughts are they allowing themselves in their head as they walk from the halfway line to the penalty shootout? What's their pre-kick routine? And can they, as Didi said, how long ago he said it, but just eliminate all the external circumstances. If you're aware of the surrounding stuff, you're not paying attention, I think was his phrase at the very start of the game. So if they can do that, they've got a chance.
Sounds so simple. Okay, it's finished 3-3 after 120 minutes. It is time for a penalty shootout. Back to Ray and Darren.
Yes, Joanne, no, I can't actually tell you who is going first, because we did hear that it's actually going to be France to go first, and it's Mbappe. The first toss of the coin was to decide which end. So the penalties are taking place down at the end. Well, there's Argentina people everywhere, but an awful lot of them are behind this goal. So maybe that can be seen as an advantage. Lloris then won the second toss of the coin to decide who would go first, and he has decided that he wants to take the first penalty. He wants Kylian Mbappe to take the first penalty and to try and beat Martinez for the 3rd time today. Now, we said Martinez, he's the type of fella who's always talking to the penalty taker. He loves a bit of the mind games. Will Mbappe go to the same side again? Kylian Mbappe scores. Oh, Martinez got a hand to it.
I think he should have saved that. I think he's dived past this. In reflection, I think you see that again. He's gone the same way.
Mbappe scored.
And just watch the goalkeeper. I think he gets across yet. I tell you what, he'll be disappointed there. He's not kept it out, and of course it has to be Messi to come up.
Now it's Messi, yeah. Martinez saved 2 against the Netherlands in that shootout. He saved 3 against Colombia last year in the Copa America. Mbappe's done his stuff. Messi.
And he's already beat Lloris.
Yeah, he has. His last act in an Argentina shirt in a World Cup game. 2006, he was around for that. 5th finals. Messi. And Messi, oh my word.
Oh my goodness, what a penalty.
Wow, and he's able to celebrate in front of a huge amount of Argentina followers. Look, with the pressure here, you would think he's just in Allen's Park on a Sunday morning, wherever you want.
Just strolled up, didn't he? That is extraordinary. Now the
sensational. Kingsley Coman.
The pressure really ramps up now, Darren.
Yeah. So it's normally advantage. You can see Martinez out having a chat with the referee. I don't know about what, and he's pointing at the ball, making sure that it's in the right place. Doesn't need to be in the centre of the spot anymore. Kingsley Coman did really well when coming on against Martinez. Oh, he saved Martinez.
Martinez saved.
The first miss of the shootout in the final.
Well, he's done this before. Martinez against the Netherlands saved the first 2 penalties.
Kingsley Coman
of the second penalty taken for Argentina.
I wonder how far he was off his line there. Well, okay, the foot is behind it, and they practiced that. Yeah. So just keep scoring, and Otamendi and company
is crazy good for penalties.
In business. Dybala, they brought him on towards the end of extra time.
Best goalkeeper
Didn't play an awful lot in the competition itself. Lloris, a much calmer presence on the line for France. Super goalkeeper Dybala scores right down.
Oh my God,
Dybala.
Well, I think it's a good fortune catching it, to be honest. I don't think it was struck as well as he would like.
Paulo Dybala.
He's hit it down the middle. He's gambling on the goalkeeper's going to go one way or the other. It looks like when you're looking at his eyes, that's exactly what he wants.
Who's next from France?
Chouameni is next for France.
Oh my goodness.
They're all young players. You really
very young midfielder.
You don't see anybody miss.
Real Madrid.
This is a young man who had a great tournament. Yeah, and Martinez now has thrown the ball away. I think the referee could get the card out. That's another tactic he does. He's worked on this over the years. Try and do as many things as possible. Yeah, wait, listen, he doesn't care.
Well, he might not, Dara, but
it's all part of the game for him. Chouameni, well, the only way to deal with it, Didier, as long as he doesn't start chewing somebody else's nails, he'll be okay. The nerves ridiculous.
Come on.
Chouameni. Martinez has done his work and he's more to do. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. It's their second miss.
What the?
Is this going to be Argentina's day? Is it going to
too
be
young.
Messi's day? Martinez,
pressure is too high.
He put him off and the youngster couldn't cope.
Well, if they score this penalty, Dara, they are firm favourites to win the World Cup.
Martinez so confident. Oh my goodness.
No, he doesn't care. He needs to work on that. But he'll have time if he has a World Cup winner's medal in his back pocket. Chouameni not trying to show how devastated he is. Paredes scored in the shootout against the Dutch. Lloris needs to pull off a big save. Leandro Paredes for 3-1 for Argentina. 1986. He scored. Lloris got a hand to it. He should have stopped it. He should have stopped it. It's 3-1.
One more.
I think it's just the pace that beat Lloris and Paredes. Look at the joy. He's certainly got one hand on this World Cup trophy. Just looking at who's coming up next to take the...
is it Fofana?
The fourth penalty. No, I don't think it is. I think it could be Paulo Moana. And I've got to tell you, the way he's walking up, there's no confidence about it. I hope for the young man's sake that he puts the ball in the back of the net, because misses this.
This is penalty 4 for France. The Argentina players, well, all high-fiving at the moment. Martinez has now been booked. Again, he won't care. It's all part of the game. It's all part of getting the job done. It's Kolo Muani for France. Has to go in. Kolo Muani, brilliant penalty.
He scored.
What a brilliant penalty. They still breathe.
That was a good penalty.
Under enormous pressure to keep your side in it. As I said, he looked nervous going up, but that was a quality finish. Absolutely smashed it down the middle. Nothing the keeper could do about it.
So they have been flawless.
This Montiel, he gave away the penalty. Montiel gave away the penalty. The handball.
I'm not sure.
This is their 4th one.
Come on.
This wins you.
Oh, this is it. Imagine
to win the World Cup.
Gonzalo Montiel, 1986.
Come on.
Diego Maradona inspired them. Lloris has to save this. Do it for Messi. The spirit of Diego.
Yeah, do it for Messi. Come on.
And waited, and Montiel has scored. Argentina are champions of the world for the first time in 36 years.
The trophy, guys.
My word. They've done it the hard way. It's like they've had to go and win it 3 times. Penalties beat France. Messi has his legacy. Messi has his destiny. Messi has the World Cup. And nobody can ever take that away from him. Absolutely sensational. They've come in their thousands, their tens of thousands, and they leave as champions of the world for the 3rd time.
I tell you what, now it doesn't get as emotional as this. To see Messi and his Argentina side come back in the man of the dead. 2-0 up, 2-2, 3-2 up, 3-3, and eventually to win in penalties. It's absolutely a joy for the majority in this stadium, but for the little maestro, this is the pinnacle of his career. This is what he's worked for throughout his footballing career. For this moment, at this particular time, in front of these supporters, the nation on his back, to come out and did what he did, absolutely incredible.
Argentina,
for the French players, heartbreak.
Copa America.
It's unfortunate. You have to have a winner, you have to have a loser. But for Messi and the joy that he's brought to so many for so long.
No doubt.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's and look, absolute
heartbreak.
Like tears everywhere, tears of joy, tears of sorrow. But that's him at a World Cup. We're never going to see it again. And these images We saw him in 1990. They wore that blue kit in 90 and in 14 and they lost. But they're back in the blue and white stripes and nobody can control their emotions now.
Alright, I'm done here, guys.
My word, he did all he could, almost like a one-man band, to drag them back into this game, and he did his very best.
The CV is complete.
It is.
Simple as that.
7 Ballon d'Ors, 10 La Liga titles. I think there's 4 Champions League titles, a partridge on a pear tree, a Copa America, and now the World Cup. And look at this fella, Montiel. They'll remember him forever. To quote the great George Hamilton, to paraphrase, the nation held their breath in Argentina.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream. I really appreciate your support.
Montiel did it, David O'Leary.
This was the last stream this year.
For France. It's delight, it's pure joy.
We will see next year what Fishing Planet of the Fisherman brings. I think the next one will be a Winter Pike in January at the beginning. So yeah guys, I wish you all the best. Enjoy your family. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year guys. Take care, bye bye.
It's Argentina's day and it will never, ever, ever be forgotten.
Gonzalo Montiel, the man to put